Okay folks, very good morning from Newcastle International Airport. Robert Hadfield, good morning. Sam Thurloway, Stephen Marchant, very good morning. Tony McCall, good morning. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Yeah, it is a very quiet morning here at Newcastle. I hadn't realised just how quiet it was. Yeah, it's much quieter than I anticipated. Our next arrival isn't actually for nearly another hour and a half, so we've still got a long while to go until the next arrival comes, unless we get anything, train and flight or the like, that time frame. You can probably tell from the audio, the noise, that it's quite windy. There's a fair breeze coming down from the north. It's quite cold as well. It's not the warmest of days. So that's the status here in Newcastle. We've got two departures coming up shortly. We've got British Airways A340 heading to London Heathrow. Then we've got an Air France Embraer 190 heading to Paris Charles de Gaulle. A few minutes ago we had a Synergy Aviation, or a 737 MAX departing. It's on a training flight heading to East Midlands, and it's supposed to be coming back up later on this afternoon, along with a Jet2 A321, which is also doing a training flight. But yes, apart from that, it's very quiet. Usually around about in the next hour, we'd expect the Emirates 777 to be arriving from Dubai. But unfortunately, due to thunderstorms in the United Arab Emirates, this has delayed our Emirates flight, and it's not due into Newcastle until 4:30 this afternoon. So if we have enough time and battery life, we'll stay alive for the Emirates arriving. However, I do have to shoot away from here quite early to get the train. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll see how things go. But that is basically the status so far. It's a little bit of a pain, but it is what it is. It's just a quiet Wednesday, unfortunately. Yes, it is a little bit blowing. It is a little bit. Spitfire F100, good morning. And Megan, good morning, man. Welcome to the live stream. Cole H, yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you, mate. Doing very well. Definitely need to stick your mic up. Yeah, that'll be next on the list, Bob. That'll be next on the list. Interestingly, I wonder if I could do it next. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a pain. Unfortunately, today there's just not a lot of activity really. It's just one of them days. Right. Let's see if that makes a difference. You might not be able to hear anything at all now, but we'll give it a bash. Let me know if you can hear anything or if the wind noise has improved. But yeah, we definitely need to get one of those. What they're called, dead cats. I think they're called dead cats. John Kenneth, sorry mate, I missed you. I hope you're keeping well, John. Lovely to have you on the live stream, mate. I'd love to say we have an action-packed morning with lots of arrivals and lots of departures, but I'd be lying. So it's yeah. Tony McCall, you can hear what I'm saying now. Brilliant. I might just adjust the audio on the laptop if that's the case, if the wind noise is better. I forget what the name of those big fluffy things is. I was looking for the microphones. I was looking at one on Amazon, and you can get them about 50 or 70 quid. But we'll definitely get one of those eventually. that FedEx you can see over there, that's a 737-400. They're the ones that operate the cargo flights between Edinburgh, Newcastle and Paris Charles de Gaulle, as well as Leipzig and Cologne Bonn. And yeah, those FedEx flights will be transferring down to Teesside soon, unfortunately. But in the meantime, we've still got them here at Newcastle. The British Airways A340 to London Heathrow has called up for his clearance, and he's been given a slot delay, unfortunately, on his way down to Heathrow. Adam, yeah, doing very well, thank you, mate. Doing very well. Hope you're keeping well too. Lovely to have you on the live stream. Not even packed, but you're going to get your euros. Happy days, mate. You'll enjoy it once you get away. It won't be too long now. Right, I'll just quickly pan around just to show you what we have. British Airways just parked over there, waiting to get push and start. There's a nice little, well, there was a nice few departures just when I first arrived, but there was such a big gap between our last departure and now that usually I would go live a little bit earlier, but today I've just gone live pretty much on the dot, as it's pointless wasting battery life. I'm hoping if we're really conservative with the battery, we might be able to stay for the Emirates, but there's no guarantees. We'll just... Ah, I'm ready. Right, that's the British Airways just called up. British Airways, the shuttle flight down to Heathrow. That's him just being cleared for push and start. Very good morning, mate. Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you with us, mate. Tony McCall, do I have any inside info on that A340 leaving? I don't have any info, I'm afraid, mate. Don't have any whatsoever. I do know that it is meant to be going at some point this weekend. And presumably it'll be going back to South Africa. But exactly when, times or anything, I've no idea, I'm afraid, mate. I wish I knew. But if you keep an eye on Flight Radar 24, the flight plan will pop up on there the day before. But yeah. Yeah, hope you have a great day as well, Ken. Lovely to have you just pop in, mate, even if briefly. Hope you have a lovely day. Take care of yourself. British Airways pushing back now. I hope that little change to the microphone has made the wind noise a little bit better. Hopefully it's not as buffety as what it was before. British Airways pushing. Fortunately as well today the wind is just in that northerly direction, which is cold, and it means that for the likes of this location it's not ideal because the natural windbreak of the trees and bushes is of no use, because just up to the north there's not really that much shelter, so it kind of just sweeps down really. Yes, Tony, yeah, so it should be taking them back again after that. Possibly on Saturday or Sunday, I'd imagine. I mean, it is still parked at Glasgow, so you can imagine it won't. I'm not sure. It should be repositioned into Edinburgh and then going, I assume. But I'm not 100%. I don't know. Yeah, I was just looking on Flight Radar 24 this morning, and not just our Emirates flights, but Emirates' entire network is really taking a hammering due to the thunderstorms around Dubai at the moment. And I thought initially, looking at it, our flight wouldn't be arriving until nearly 6 o'clock, but the way it looks now, it's probably going to be nearer yeah, it's probably going to be nearer 4:30 by the time it comes in, depending on how things go. We've got a Corendon Airlines 737 MAX coming in from Turkey as well. That'll be landing in the next 2 hours. We've also got Ryanair coming in from Spain, and then those other 2 training flights, the Jet 2 and the 737 MAX of Synergy. So we'll stay around for them, but depending on how things go, we may end up coming back for the Emirates later, but we'll just see how things play out. You can see there's 48 of you all tuned in this morning. Very good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to the live stream from here at Newcastle International Airport. A British Airways A340 on your screen there. That is about to depart very shortly to Heathrow. They've just pushed back and are about to get their taxi clearance, and we've got an Air France coming very soon. You're absolutely right, Tony, the water and the rain is just absolutely crazy how much disruption that's caused. But, hopefully they managed to get everything sorted and back up and running. One of the Fly Dubais was taxiing through nearly 2 foot of standing water. It was absolutely insane. I don't think they've had any flooding like that since 1999. That's the British Airways taxiing. Yeah, that's right, Bob. Yeah, it's the worst storm I've had in years. It's just crazy the amount of water they've had. Exactly, you're absolutely right, Tony. They're not used to that amount of rainfall. It's not usual for that particular area. Massive thank you to everyone for your support on Monday on the live stream at Edinburgh Airport. That's absolute phenomenal support. Cannot thank you all enough. We passed We passed 18,000 subscribers in that live stream, which is incredible. So thank you all so much for your support. I really cannot thank you all enough. British Airways that's taxiing out. You might be able to hear a plane going overhead. It's a Sun Express to Edinburgh. Now the British Airways BA 1327 to London Heathrow. This particular A340 was delivered back in May 2008. It's 15 years old and still going strong in the British Airways fleet. Although likely to be replaced by A320neos in the next few years. The airline is still yet to decide on exactly which aircraft is going to be replaced out of them. They've ordered a few A320neos, but they've not gone completely A320neo. They've ordered some Maxes for the Gatwick operation by the looks of it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few years. France is still on the ground here. The invoice is in the book. I really do appreciate it, mate. Really do. Still haven't had a chance yet to properly go through all the footage and get it edited. I got back from the airport on Monday, so I was up at 3:50 in the morning. Got to Edinburgh Airport for 5:45. Started filming at about 6, then just started live streaming not long afterwards. Finished the live stream, drove straight back home, edited the video of the Airbus A340, uploaded that, went to bed, got 45 minutes sleep, and went to work at 4 o'clock, finished at 10 o'clock, and then yesterday had a nice long lie in, and I was back at work at 4 o'clock. Now today we're here back at the airport again. So yeah, great fun. It's quite handy because the car's getting some work done on it today, so it's a good opportunity to come along to the airport and get some of the activity. Although I must admit, when I looked on flight radar, I was like, really, it's that quiet? But not to worry. Bob. Oh dear. Yeah, Bravo's all finished now. All the work on Bravo's done. And so the wind is 340 degrees, 19 knots, and that's the crew clear for takeoff. Yeah, all the work on Bravo's all complete now, which is nice to see, but on the other hand it means we don't always get them rolling to the end of the runway, which is a bit of a shame, but not to worry. Okay, first movement, first departure, even on the live stream. Been live, what, for nearly 20 minutes, and this is our first movement, so... Oh dear. British Airways to Heathrow. think the Air France Embraer 190 is ready to go. That's British Airways, up and away. You can see on the rotation there the crosswind just coming from the north. It is quite a strong one today, up to about 90 knots, and it's a direct crosswind. That was one of the things I was looking forward to with the Emirates, because the Emirates with that crosswind would have been fun to watch, but by the time it arrives from Dubai, the crosswind component will still be there, but it won't be as strong as now. It's going to die down by about 10-15 knots, so it'll be more of a breeze than anything. Right, the Air France Embraer 190 to Paris Charles de Gaulle has pushed back from its stand and is ready to taxi. So we'll pan over to that in just a second. Ryanair 737-800 Echo India Echo Foxtrot Charlie is just approaching the south coast of the UK. It should be landing in less than an hour, and that's coming from Alicante. So that should be here in less than an hour. Corendon Airlines 737 MAX Tango Charlie Mike Kilo Golf, delivered to the airline in April of last year. That's due here in 1 hour and 23 minutes from Turkey, from Antalya, so we'll get that landing as well. Dad, very good morning to you. It is, yes, it's very cool coming from the north. It's very cool indeed. But yeah, hopefully that changes next week with this area of high pressure. I hope you and Mum have had a lovely lovely holiday and time away as well. Lovely to have you on the stream. Paul, hello, good morning, welcome to the live stream. Right, there's the Air France just taxiing. Hop E190. Now Air France about a year or two ago were using Airbus A319s, Airbus A320s even, and A321s on this route from time to time. Unfortunately for this summer, it looks as though the airline is just mainly going to be using Embraer 190s, which is a bit of a shame, and definitely not as much variety compared to what we've had in the past. But hopefully the passenger numbers increase and we get an upgrade in equipment, and who knows, maybe even an Airbus, which would be nice. As of yet, we've not had an Airbus A220 or one of the C series depart from here at Newcastle Airport, or arrive I should say. Hopefully we'll get one of those in the near future, and Air France is probably the most likely operator, given they are replacing all of their Airbus A318s, A319s and a lot of their A320s with the C series. So it's very likely we'll see that here at Newcastle with Air France first, but we shall see what happens. Air France is just having a nice slow taxi all the way down to Delta. There's no traffic in front of them, there's no traffic behind them. He can take a nice leisurely taxi all the way down. Well, there's a bit of sunshine just appeared, which is nice. Lufthansa are going to be, well, Lufthansa are going to be using the CRJ 1000 on the route later on from Frankfurt. Is your question which model do I prefer? Because if the question is which model do I prefer, it's probably the 100 and 200 series. But yeah. Tony McCall, as far as I know, so that bit that you just mentioned about the C series and boasting the floor panel near the rear door, I believe that was changed, or I can't remember exactly when, but I believe that has changed. The last of the series that was produced officially as the BD 500 before officially to the A220 still has C series on it, but I'm not 100% sure, mate. I'm not 100% sure. Right, that. Lufthansa, I've no idea about Lufthansa's renewal program or replacement program, Bob, sorry. The one I was just on about was the Air France one. So Air France is replacing its A318s, 19s, 20s with Airbus A220s. As regards the CRJ 900 and 1000, the 1000s are currently leased. So officially they're not even in Lufthansa's fleet, even though they're just operating for Lufthansa. But as for the 900s, I don't know. I think they've already ordered A220s, Lufthansa has, so it's very likely they'll replace them, but in all honesty I don't know. I don't know at all. Tony, in terms of the recertification, I think the recertification was more an actual paperwork exercise than an actual thing with the aircraft. It was more a case of, right, it's no longer as it was Bombardier product, it's now an Airbus product, but more symbolic than it was actually anything aircraft wise. John Kenneth, happy days, all ready to go then, mate. Brilliant. Right, that's the Air France lining up now. This is going to be the last movement we see for a little while, because the next one isn't due for nearly an hour. It's fine, Bob. Yeah, it's Air France who are replacing the baby buses with A220s. Lufthansa does have them on order, but whether they're used to replace the CRJ 900s is another matter. But time will tell. We'll find out. Well, that's it. That's the E190 away. And now we've got a long wait until the next arrival. Yes, very similar, though the Airbus A340 in terms of its design, everything's completely complete step change compared to the CRJ in terms of mapping, in terms of navigation display, information displays, everything. It's not even close in comparison. And obviously with the side stick design and everything, yeah, it's a very good aircraft and very popular, as is being proven with its sales record at the moment. Interestingly, it looks as though Emirates Boeing 777Xs are going to be further delayed, and this comes at a time just as Boeing is really trying to get their act together and get something going. Their MAX 8s have been delayed, the MAX 10, the certification of which is delayed practically for a long time. I don't want to say indefinitely, but as close as to indefinite as it's going to be. Now, as a result of this, the Boeing 777X production was supposed to be restarted on a small scale to keep aircraft being built. However, because of the issues Boeing are now having, they may have to put the program on the back burner again. And this comes after yesterday. United Airlines have confirmed that they have ordered an additional 35 A321neos. Now, given the state of the 737 MAX program and the issues that Boeing have had, it's not a surprise, because United's CEO came out openly the week after the Alaska Airlines door plug incident and stated that the airline was looking to Airbus to get some of the A321neos because the airline needs them. At the end of the day, it needed the 737 MAX 9, but Boeing's unable to fulfill that right now, and as a result the airline's having to look to Airbus for aircraft in that seating category, and the A321neo is that aircraft, and it's the only one that's, you know, in production and able to fly continuously. That said, you know, the Max 9, yes it can, and the Max 10 isn't yet certified, but you know, they still have their problems to overcome. Now the importance of the United order is more significant, this United order, because the order is through lessors. So the deliveries will start from next year, so 2025, and the aircraft that they're buying, unlike a lot of the ones they already have, they will not own themselves, they will take them from lessors. And this is as a result of certain airlines such as Spirit Airlines deferring their orders for a few years, and a couple of other carriers deferring their orders. And it's significant that United are taking up these slots through leasing instead of buying them outright. But yeah, the whole saga of the 737 MAX continues. Sam Thurloway, yes, the Emirates is very delayed, mate. It's not due in until 4:30, unfortunately. Don't know if we'll necessarily be here for its arrival, sadly, but we'll see how things go. And Bob, yes, Airbus actually, they implemented a few changes, but nothing major, nothing radical, because in order to do anything radical, the aircraft would have to be recertified. But the original Bombardier product, and adapting it to their, how do you put it, to the way Airbus works, has actually been fairly straightforward. The main issues have been the production and the whole transition and all the additional stuff. All of that has taken a lot of time and massive expense. The program was turning a loss for many years, and it's only now just starting to turn profits. And as the years go on and the program is enhanced further, it's likely to do even better, especially with major airlines on board. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Sam, yes, Jet2 have orders for A321neos, but they're already accelerating the delivery of them this year, and this comes as a result of many of the ones that were supposed to be delivered to Russian airlines over the next, so likes of 2023, 2024, 2025, those slots became available quite early, and as a result some aircraft have been delivered ahead of when they were meant to be delivered to the airlines. So it's actually, yeah, for some airlines it's worked out quite well. And like I was just saying about United, they've been able to secure early slots for 2025 for starting delivery of up to 35 A321neos, which will be leased. So it's good news for the manufacturer, and it's good news for the airline. Right, let's have a look on flight radar. We've got an A4 Skyhawk and a Learjet going over. I think they're going to Prestwick. They've just flown over, heading west. Keep looking on flight radar just to see if there's any chance of an RAF Poseidon or something coming in to do training, but sadly there's nothing. The Ryanair from Alicante is just approaching the south coast of the UK now. It's just heading up towards London, so that'll be with us soon. We've also got two Jet2s coming in. Both of them are over France, and they'll be in about an hour and a half as well. flight is now due in at 4:25, just approaching Turkey from the east. Oh, got a police helicopter just taking off. Bob, I think you're right, mate. However, the only thing is the A220 isn't that's not the aircraft they're interested in. They're interested in the A321neos for the 737 MAX 9s that were meant to arrive. But you know, anything's possible. But the way things are, I think the A321neo is of more interest to them. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I thought I saw that just as they were lifting off, but I wouldn't like to say. There's a live fire demo going on down at the fire ground. Live fire training. Oh, I always love watching this, the live fire training down by the fire station. It's great fun to watch. The firefighting practice is one of the essential things here in Newcastle, and they train fire crews from all across the world here in the northeast. And yeah, it's quite cool to watch it. Quite cool. Social media you get passengers posting about the fire training that goes on down at the south of the airport, asking what's going on and so on. It's a regular thing here at the airport, and an essential part of the safety. You know, being able to do fire training is all part and parcel of it. blue sky appeared. That breeze is very, very strong at the moment. It's a very, very strong northerly crosswind. See, there's 54 of you all patiently waiting for our next arrival. It will be here in under an hour. It's a Ryanair coming in from Alicante, so won't be too much longer. Frang Travels, very good morning, mate. Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you with us. Windshield just came off. Lee Slater, good morning. Doing a double night stop starting on Sunday. Oh, brilliant. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm sure you'll enjoy that, mate. good morning. Yes, there's a fire exercise on at the moment, just down at the fire station. Regular thing they do, pardon me, on pretty much a daily basis. But yeah, nice to see it happening. Sorry folks, just need to quickly that around. Just a little shield for the microphone, just so you don't get as much wind noise. These Slater, yeah, 100% mate, 100%. There's nothing better than being able to come home, especially when we have based aircraft. It's much nicer. So today I am trialling out something new for the I want to say for the duration of the live stream, and it's just basically a case of piggybacking my smaller power bank and charging up my larger power bank, the larger one which is able to power the stream, and it charges the larger power bank at a slow rate of about 8 volts. However, it is enough to put a few percentage in, a little bit of percentage into it, which I average, when I've tested this at home anyway, can result in the live stream lasting anything from between 10 to 15 minutes. Obviously out here in the cold it's different to trying it at home where you don't have any wind, you don't have the cold air temperature or high air temperature, everything's pretty much good to test. But here I reckon it should give us about an extra 10 to 15 minutes of live stream, up to 40 minutes, which is a good increase, because it means that, times like the other day and at other times when we run out of battery life and just have to end the stream, we don't really have to do that. We've got that extra bit of battery just to carry on, which is nice. So we'll give it a try today. So the other battery is just charging as we speak, and putting some extra percentage into that for this afternoon, and we'll see how long that keeps us going for. Hopefully the whole duration of the live stream. But as with all things, you can test them at home, but it's another thing testing them out in the field. Let's have a look on flight radar 24 and see what's so the Ryanair that's coming up to us is approaching East Midlands now, so that's not too far away at all. And the Corendon Airlines 737 MAX is just approaching Amsterdam now, so that's less than an hour away. And we have a Ryanair coming to us from 737-800, so that'll be with us soon as well. in a hurry. Farang Travels, yeah, it's affecting them quite badly, just standing water and drainage issues and all sorts. I thought there might have been some improvement this morning, but just looking at it, there's just even more disruption than yesterday in a lot of ways. Lots of diversions, lots of planes going here, there and everywhere. So not ideal, but yeah, our Emirates is now 4.5 hours away. It's over Turkey and should be here about 4:30ish, but I'm not entirely sure if we'll be here, sadly, because of the time. It is a lot later than I anticipated. Stephen, who knows? You never know. The Martin Mars has just been retired. They might bring it back into service. Who knows? Even for a quiet Newcastle Airport, it's very, very quiet, even for a Wednesday. Yeah, I've no doubt it will be sorted by the time you go, hopefully. So, should all be done and dusted by then. Back to normal. Makes sense, Ari, yeah, makes sense. I did notice before there was very, very few flights actually going out. Although there are departures still going out of Dubai even now. Dubai to Amsterdam, Emirates has just departed. There are Emirates planes taxiing for departure at Dubai. So there are flights still operating. Dubai Venice has just pushed back. Dubai to Boston is taxiing. There are flights still happening. Dubai to Birmingham is pinging. So there are some, and also the Newcastle. Ironically, the Newcastle flight is pretty much the only one that's. Let me just do a filter on Flight Radar. Do a filter. Airline, type in EK. Actually, scrap that. UAE, Emirates, fly. If I look around the world and see. So, the leading flight, you got Dubai Stansted, Dubai to Newcastle, Dubai to Lyon, then Dubai to Copenhagen. Ahead of that is Toronto and Heathrow. So the Emirates flight from Dubai to Newcastle is the fourth flight that managed to depart heading for Europe. The other one being Heathrow, Stansted and Lyon. So yeah, quite interesting. Very, very interesting. Yes, it has been. It has. The weather's been absolutely crazy over there. And also the whole situation last week for Ang Travels. You're absolutely right, mate. There's been one lot of disruption after another lot of disruption. But, yeah. The triples, well, the cargo on the 777s have been doing very, very well. It's one of them flights where even if the passenger numbers aren't great, the cargo is usually pretty on mark. So yeah, it's just a pity we won't probably see it today, sadly. Things. Well, the battery's charging nicely. We've got an extra percentage out of it anyway, which is because the last thing we want is to get soaked by a shower of rain. Yes, some routes just do really well with cargo, even if the Barbados and Mali. Yeah, that's one of the funny things, because I know that some YouTubers have cottoned on to certain flights that are extremely quiet, and they then put video titles like, "Oh, I flew alone in business class or in first class or this, that and the other." And there are certain routes, you know, don't get us wrong, the likes of them, where, you know, the passenger side may not do as well. Premium passengers, there may not be any, but the airline will make as much in cargo, so it's worth them operating the flight for that. And anything else is an extra, it's a bonus. But yeah, it's always interesting to see. Take a good amount of tonnage, right? I'm not exactly sure on how much, but yeah. So this just shows you how quiet it is. They're taking one of the heavy loaders from the south side of the airport. Oh, we'll just say hello to Mr. Pigeon. Try zooming in on them. There we go. Yeah, they're just moving some of the heavy loaders from, or one of them at least, from the south side to the other apron. I bet no one realised I was into bird watching as well. Pigeons feeling the breeze. The wood pigeon. That's him away. Right, one of the heavy loaders has just been moved. Now I'd like to have his view on the runway. I do feel sorry for the guy. He's probably quite cool standing up there driving it across. That's right, Lee. Yeah, the A380 doesn't have that much cargo. You're right. Mind you, I've seen some videos of the crew rest area, and it's amazing how well kitted they are. They're like miniature hotels, some of them, compared to the way they used to be. But yeah, they're really impressive. Steve Parker, thank you so much for joining as a channel member, Steve. Really, really appreciate it, mate. Welcome on board. Great to have you with us. Really, really appreciate it, mate. Shout out to Steve Parker. Welcome on board as a channel member. And if you have a look on the channel playlist section, you'll see a channel members exclusives playlist. There's channel members only content available on there, so if you'd like to watch any of it, feel free to. And we also have a WhatsApp group, so if you'd like to be part of that, feel free to let me know, and we can get you added to it. It's great to have you on board, mate. Thank you so much for that kind comment, mate. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, that's the baggage loader, eventually by the Emirates stand, but the thing is, there's no Emirates coming for another 4 hours, so it's kind of, yeah, great preparation, but kind of pointless. And now we pan back to the FedEx. So, the next arrival, folks. Let's have a look. The Ryanair is just to the north of Leeds now. It's started its descent in Newcastle. I'll be landing here in just a few minutes from Alicante. Keep looking on flight radar, hoping there's maybe an A400 or a P8 Poseidon or anything to come into land, but no luck thus far. No luck. Yeah, the Ryanair flight from Alicante will be our next arrival in just a few minutes. It'll be our first arrival of the entire stream. We've been live for an hour and 15 minutes, so that just shows you how quiet it is. So folks, whilst we're waiting for something to land, here's just a little playback of the A340 coming into Edinburgh Airport back on Monday. Some of you may not have seen it, but there was a high-fly A340 into Edinburgh, which was a rugby charter, and here's just a little snippet of it from the airport. And the full video is available to watch on my YouTube channel. Here's just a quick snippet of it. That is
High Fly Malta A340 300, 9 Hotel Tango Quebec Yankee after a 12-hour flight from Durban in South Africa. About to land here into Edinburgh Airport before it departs to Glasgow. That's it, just cruising in onto the approach there for runway 24. An aircraft which is sadly starting to disappear from worldwide skies as it's replaced with 777s and A330s and so on. Alright, that's I'm clear to land. Beautiful. That was the High Fly A340 300 landing at Edinburgh Airport on Monday. You can watch the full video on the YouTube channel that's available there. It was absolutely amazing to see that coming into land to Edinburgh after a flight of 12 plus hours coming across from South Africa. And yeah, it should be departing this weekend at some point. It was amazing to see it on Monday. So the Ryanair isn't too far out now. He's just downwind of the airport and should be on the approach very soon. There's a lot of heavy rain showers round about. I am very, very, very nervous of at the moment. There's one over to the north and there's a couple just over to the east. There's that cell just there moving in towards us, you can just see there. There's another one over there. And just over to the east over there we've got fallen rain as well. Yeah, I really hope we don't get a rain shower. Of all the things I'm prepared for today, it is not rain. Something about the NG doesn't look right, do you think, without winglets? I actually quite like it without winglets. I think it looks very smart, very classic-esque. Yeah, I love them without the winglets. Ooh! Yes, they've just great news, folks. So the crosswind is such that they've changed to runway 07. So the Ryanair is about to come into land to runway 07, and there's a Thomson Airways, TUI Airways I should say, 737-800 that is just calling up for its clearance now, and it's going to be off runway 07. Brilliant. So this TUI is going to Sharm el Sheikh. Oh no, sorry, Hurghada, not Sharm el Sheikh. Brilliant. Right, TUI has got his clearance and push and start approved, and the Ryanair is going to be landing on runway 07. So that's cool. Get a nice landing shot of it. Let's have a look on flight radar. Yes, the Ryanair's just getting vectors now for the ILS for runway 07. Brilliant. It'd be nice if them Hawks came in and said hello. We've also got a Jet 2 coming in from Keflavik from Iceland. That's on its way. It's an hour and 21 minutes away. That'll be cool to see. So we're going to have an arrival and a departure in the next few minutes. TUI depart and Ryanair landing. Alex Aviation, welcome to the live stream, Alex. Great to have you with us. Also, the police helicopter will be coming back at some point as well. Alex Aviation, yeah, unfortunately with the wind, it's very windy today, so unfortunately it's one of them, I'm afraid. No problems, yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Frank. It is windy, but just one of them things. Right, TUI Airways is pushing. There we go. Chaps, welcome to the live stream. Yes, it is. It's extremely quiet, even for a Wednesday. It's very, very quiet. Alex, it's a FedEx ASL Airlines 737-400 on a Belgian registration, Oscar registration. I'm guessing our Ryanair is going to be parking on stand 5 because they're the stand guy that's just appeared. Frank Travels, take care, mate. We'll see you very soon. Lovely to have you on the live stream. We'll see you soon, mate. That's Ryanair on the ILS approach. Yeah, that's true, Lee. That's very true. It's going to get much busier. Even when you come here at certain times during the week, and it's constant. It's a constant flow of traffic. But certain days like today, you come and it's very quiet. Two, you better do bacon rolls. I think you're better off going to Greg's before your flight. Err on the side of caution. Right, the Ryanair is on the approach, just called up, clear to land, runway 07, and the wind is a direct crosswind, and it's gusting at the moment. So yeah, this is going to be fun. It's gusting and it's varying toward a tailwind as well. Wind he has 350 degrees, 18 knots. Alright, the Ryanair is fast approaching. Sorry about that, folks. My lovely makeshift wind protection thing just dropped on the front of the camcorder as it taxis. Oh, that was an interesting approach. Alright, that's a Ryanair down. Next up is TUI 737 MAX 8. Another 2 Jet 2s coming in the next hour as well as the Corendon Airlines MAX, which isn't too far away. Yeah, it is busy. It is busy. I haven't flown since December, so I'm feeling very. It's very strange, actually. Usually I do. I've not flown for a few months, but I'll get back in the air again soon. So here goes the TUI Airways 737 MAX to Hankala. Got it down, no messing about. Exactly. Good landing. Just missed that last part on the approach, which is a shame. Right up way to Runway 07. you in. Oh, and I've just felt a couple drops of rain. That's not good. Next Ryanair is already on the approach. The Dublin to Newcastle flight has just turned on final approach, so get that landing in just a second. It's a split skimmer car one as well. Horsey has been moved to a new home because I haven't seen him for the last couple of weeks, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that wind is cold, crumbs. Next up is another Ryanair from, this time from Dublin. It's just on the approach now. Nicely done. That felt so quick. You could tell the landing with a slight tailwind. That was just so quick. Brilliant. Well done. You sure all the stream hasn't been delighted if the horse is gone? One in particular. Well, no comment. At the end of the day, the horse has more of a right to be in the field than we do. Oops. It really was, Michael. It was just like whoosh. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, the horse has more right than we do to be in the field, so 2 pennies worth. Sorry, I just need to quickly adjust this just so I can adjust the cover on for the microphone. Michael, cheers mate, welcome back to the tune. It's great to be back. Granted, it's a wee bit quieter than up in Edinburgh, but hey, who says we don't get interesting arrivals here at Newcastle, eh? Great to see. John Kenneth Williams, I've no idea, mate. They use a variety of stands for different flights, especially Jet 2, because Jet 2 have their waves of flights coming in, so sometimes they end up on remote stand and being bussed, so it just depends on the day, really. Right, the next arrival is going to be a Corendon Airlines 737 MAX 8, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, they've changed the runway, and as a result, it looks like the planes are landing with a huge tailwind, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's crosswind, but it's a crosswind tailwind coming in, so yeah, pretty cool. It's not quantity, it's quality. Absolutely. That's why we've got all these Ryanairs here. Good old Ryanair. So we've got them two that'll be departing out in the next half an hour, and we've got the Corendon Airlines 737 MAX shortly about to turn on to final. Oh, my hands are freezing now. That wind's just picked up and it's got really cold. Don't ask me why, but I can smell sausage rolls. I don't know if Greg's are just... Oh, please load up. Well, Corendon's still a little way out. He's at 8,000 feet. Shortly about to turn on to final. The two Jet 2s from Mallorca and Alicante are over London. Jet 2 from Iceland is off the Scottish west coast, and another one from Faro is just south of Iceland. Got a EasyJet Switzerland A320 coming in from Geneva. That's due in at 2:40. That's just about to depart. Emirates is over the Black Sea, still showing a 4:30 arrival. No improvement there, unfortunately. Must be at least one tyre change. Who needs a tyre change? It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. 25-minute turnaround, and everything is just so well organised and choreographed. You know, from boarding, from deboarding to boarding to cleaning, everything. And you know, yes, even on the cleaning side, in terms of the cabin, you don't have time to quickly whip the hoover around and then clean all of the trays and do everything. You can just take off the thick of rubbish, you know. But at the end of the day, if you're paying 10 or 20 pounds to fly somewhere, you know, to somewhere like Dublin or Alicante, do you really mind if there's a few crumbs here or there's a little splash of tea here? I mean, come on. The thing that annoys me is the same people that complain about, you know, oh, there's a tea stain here, or somebody's, you know, scratched the seat or done this or scratched the tray or the armrest. The same people will sit in a bus that takes them from the airport parking of their choice to the terminal, which is like a 5-minute drive, and there'll be as many, if not worse, spillages and cleanliness things on board them, but you'll never hear them complain about that. Yeah, some people are quite funny. Daniel Sander, good afternoon, mate. Good old Ryanair. I can see that there's 80 of you all tuned in this afternoon. A big warm welcome to each and every one of you. It's lovely to have you on the stream. Can do an NG wheel change in 15 minutes. Easy work done. Triple break 25 minutes. 25 minutes the other day. Nice. Alex Aviation, I would question the first part of your comment. What spring weather? What spring weather? It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, mate. You're right. It's awful. It's just, man, it's just never ending. Never ending. Tony McCall, yeah, well, you know what? That's exactly the thing. And the is, what's the cheapest to where I want to go, and how much money am I going to save getting there? And when you work it out, it's amazing actually just how much you do save taking the low cost option and buying a few extras on top of your journey, and you still work out pounds in. So, you know, well worth it. Bob, it is about expectation. It's about expectation versus reality, and some people just have a skewed expectation of what they should get. And it's two-sided, because I just referred there to me flying with British Airways and so on, and as a passenger, the expectations you had, say, 10 plus years ago versus what you have now, and the changes that have happened in those 10, 15 years. And it's sad, really, because the price doesn't reflect the product necessarily. And I know some will argue, oh well, you get this, you get that, you get the other, but in reality, you know, impossible. My nephew is very much into his trains, and this was one of the points I was saying to him the other week. Is for instance, I'm looking at going up to Aberdeen at some point in the next month or so, and I thought, out of interest, I'd see how much the train would cost. So to get from Morpeth up to Aberdeen to Dice, each way was going to be about £116.20. Worked out slightly cheaper if I went to Almouth, and a little bit cheaper if I went from Berwick. The flight going from here, from Newcastle to Aberdeen, was only about £86–89. So the plane is nearly, what, £27 cheaper than the train. It only takes you, well, they put a flight time of 50 minutes, but in reality it's about, you know, 25–30 minutes. Yes, you've got to get down to the airport. Yes, you've got to park. Yes, you've got to get through security, get on the plane, then fly there, then get to wherever you're going. But it's 6 and 2 3s, but when it comes down to the price, the plane just works out about cheaper anyway than the train. So, you know, same with everything. It's about expectation versus reality. It's interesting. Andrew, I'm doing very well, thank you very much, mate. Hope you're doing well. 20k for a new tyre. Ooh, that's not cheap. 20k, dear me. Well, the Corendon Airlines isn't too far out now, folks. The 737 MAX. surface wind 360 degrees, 19 knots. I thought he said 260 degrees, 19 knots. So the wind is 360 degrees, 19 knots. Anyone else getting buffering? I hope not. Yeah, that's right, Dan. It's absolutely right, mate. Right, next up is the Corendon Airlines 737 MAX 8. And this is going to be a really quick landing because they've got a tailwind crosswind coming in on runway 07. So this could get spicy. Plane hasn't landed, I'm already excited. You can hear it coming, it's really quick on the approach. That was brilliant. That was absolutely amazing. They're coming in so fast for runway 07. It's yeah, much quicker than normal. Even just panning the camcorder, you've only got a couple of seconds just to quickly go zoop. It's, that's brilliant. There we go, that's the Corendon down. These next two Jet 2s are going to be fun to watch. I hope the live streams work. Well, hopefully the live stream's not buffering. I hope it's all working nice and fine. Sorry, I missed your comments there. Dan, you're right, me, fine to do. That's not too bad at all, Lee. That's not too bad at all, mate. Andrew, you're more than welcome, mate. Great to have you on the live stream, mate. Seems to have cleared up. I had to quickly change the phone around. That might have been the reason why. Should be fine. Welcome Michael Ray as a channel member. Great to have you on board. Thank you so much for joining us as a channel member, Michael. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate your support, Michael. Thank you so much, mate. And if you're interested, Michael, if you go to the playlist section on my YouTube channel. On the playlist section, there's a playlist called Channel Members Exclusive Videos, and that's for you channel members only. And there's some exclusive content in there, and this week I have 2 new videos to add to it, so stay tuned. There'll be more content coming up very soon, but feel free to have a look at that, mate, and great to have you on the channel as a member. Welcome on board. We also have a WhatsApp group as well, where I say about any upcoming videos or live streams, and if you'd like to be part of that, drop me a message either on Twitter or on Facebook or Instagram. Big shout out and thanks to each and every one of you, dear channel members, for all of your kindness and all your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Well, that's Corran just taxiing along now. Jet 2s aren't far away, shouldn't be too long either. This wind is forecast to die off as the afternoon goes on, we'll see. Just spitting on, which isn't too bad, so so far it's not too bad. It's just the wind is absolutely freezing. To the weather in Dubai, yes, due to the rain and thunderstorms that we've had over there. So that's the reason it's delayed, unfortunately. See that windsock there? It's blowing an absolute gale at the moment. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, the times I've been filming, it's been so windy that it's actually blown it away. That doesn't work, unfortunately. The only windbreak I have is actually like this, by standing in front of the wind. That's the only way of actually distorting the wind noise, really, sadly. But, we'll get one of those fluffy microphones one day. Just to give you an idea of how windy it is at the moment, it's nearly blown the camcorder, the tripod over. Bearing in mind the tripod is weighed down with a battery. Despite that, it's nearly blown it over twice. So it's yeah, very, very windy. Thankfully that rain hasn't developed too much yet, so that's good. Well, it does look like we're going to get the tail end of something. I can just see behind us, up to the north, there's a big bit more rain heading our way.
just heading our way. That's going to be fun. Well, fire services heading somewhere with someone. Service has just suddenly rushed to the Ryanair that arrived from Alicante. Must be a medical, presumably it's a medical issue. Dan, catch you soon, mate. Catch you in a bit. Ah, here comes the rain. Great. Just what I didn't want. Is still there. Looks like they're dealing with some sort of medical emergency. It's just about to land. Oh, it's the A321 from Prestwick. Great. Not sure if he'll come in on 07 though. He's a bit high for 07, so we'll see. The last couple of arrivals have looked really, really fast when they've landed on 07. But it looks like this A321 might be coming in on the other side around 25. I just need to dry the lens, folks. Just bear with me. It'll go blurry for a second. Just, unfortunately, a lot of the rain droplets have just gotten into the lens. Right, that's better.
there's no droplets on the lens. There we go. Oh no, it looks like he is turning for 07. Woo! Right. Exactly, Bob. Exactly. Just think, you could be stood here with me getting soaked as well, you know. Right, the A321, the Jet 2 that's just about to land, is a training flight. It's basically empty, an empty A321, landing with a crosswind and tailwind on runway 07. This is going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to this landing. It's interesting to see how they manage it. Also, we'll have that 737 MAX, the Synergy Aviation one, that'll be coming up again soon. So yeah, plenty of movements yet to arrive. And then the 2 Jet 2s are just heading up as well. Yeah, mate. Guys is just going to go and cut the grass. He's just called up grass cutter 1. This Jet 2 is going to be good. This Jet 2 is going to be so good. Right, first Jet 2 is on final, and the other 2 are just near Darlington and North Allerton. So the 2 737s are coming up. First one to land though is going to be the A321 operating the training flights. An empty Airbus. Slate, I know the fire truck that just arrived, there was one of the guys went off with a medical bag on board the aircraft with what looked like the dispatcher. So yeah, they went straight up via the rear stairs after if you go on playback you'll see it. They went straight up through the rear stairs, so I'm presuming it's a medical on board. They've got a people loader at the side as well, so just waiting for that.
Surface wind 360 degrees, 25 knots, so 25 knot crosswind. This is going to be fun. And this Jet 2 is coming in empty. Oh, he's coming in quick as well. Beautiful, nicely done. Jet 2's coming in quick, and yet he's a good 20 to 30 knots slower on the approach than the other one, so you know he's actually not that fast in comparison, but yeah. Well, that's the Jet 2 down, safely on the ground. They'll taxi along here and be heading out to East Midlands, I think, next. So next we've got 2 Jet 2s arriving from the south, from Spain. Then we've got 1 arriving from Iceland in a minute as well. Just out of camera shot there, the firefighter, paramedic, whoever has just got back in, so they've just gotten back off the aircraft, so possibly that might be the instant overlook. That's true. The 737 with flaps 40 is is a bit of a brick as well. In as much that when you get it over the threshold, you just want to go bang. Flaps there, you've got a lot more, like you say, you've got a lot more control over your speed. But, it's still a fun plane. Less computers. Right, so there's a Jet 2 321. Reposition itself to the other side of the airplane, so all looks good there. Also got a medical King Air coming from Aberdeen, so that's just heading down here as well. That won't be too long. Eastern Airways Embraer 170 operating for and Ascend Airways, whoa great, Ascend Airways 737 MAX from East Midlands is also en route. It's already departed, so we've got Synergy 44 Tango, which is on its way, and another couple of movements as well. And the Ryanair to Dublin is taxiing. Great. Jet 2 is just taxiing in there. Ryanair is taxiing just to our left. Nice little busy spell. Absolutely, Lee, yeah, absolutely. I remember years ago when I when I first did a full flight simulator session, and I'd never done anything CRM related or, you know, flown with anyone properly.
and I remember getting queried by the guy I was flying with as to why I was using flaps 40, and he explained to us about, you know, how it makes your aircraft a bit more unstable and unpredictable. You've got less control over it on the speed side, and yeah, it was a little bit of an eye-opener. It's amazing after you've done a few sim sessions and you get used to you know, the flows, the checklists, the SOPs. I mean, particularly that of Ryanair that I've done over the years. You know, it makes you appreciate all of those different procedures and ways and means of getting around things. It's quite good. It's quite good. Right, here's the Jet 2 taxiing in. Ryanair's just holding short. There's another nice black wall of death heading towards us. Michael, yes it is. It's just a training flight though. This is just a training flight. We're in bright sunshine at the moment, but right behind, heading toward us, is that nice big black rain cloud. Brilliant. Just what I didn't want. Another bit of rain. So Ryanair holding short. That's interestingly, that's very interesting. Some prefer flat. From Palma de Mallorca. That's going to land first, and then hopefully the Ryanair can depart. Ryanair from Iceland seems to be taking a little bit longer. He's still over Glasgow at the moment. Right, so let's zoom out for this 737 that's about to land. Nicely done there with that wind. Very nice. Right, here goes the Ryanair. a cool landing. It's really cool. Okay, the Jet 2 has just vacated the runway at the end. Ryanair, clear for takeoff. Next Jet 2's on the approach. Right, there we go. Yeah, next wave is just all arriving now, and then they'll all go out soon. The other Jet 2 has just been cleared to land. That Ryanair that's just departed has requested to an early handoff because of the weather, and he'd like to do some weather reports. Right, next arrival. Look at that rain. That rain over there is absolutely torrential. Right, our next Jet 2 is on the approach. Yeah, Lee, I've got a couple of friends who work for Jet 2, and we may even get one of the Neos here as early as next year. So that would be good. The thing is, they're ideally suited, particularly during the summer, on the Canary Island flight routes, to places like that in Egypt and so on. So yeah, it'll be a good one to have. Ah, in Cambodia. Cramley. It's a nice one, like it. Right, here comes the next Jet 2. You see them just fighting that crosswind just as they get down, and oh, that was beautiful. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. Don't forget that. Right, let's pan over to the Jet 2 holidays. Got the 73 and the A321 in one shot. Sorry, I couldn't hear you with the wind there. That's brilliant, mate. Thanks very much. I'll try to be there next hour or two. That's smashing. Thanks very much. Take care, mate. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. Right, folks. Yeah, then see if we can get the Emirates landing later, because car's all done and ready to be hooked up, so we might go do that and then come back for the Emirates. We might do that. Right, next Jet 2 is just about to come in on the approach. Jet 2 from Keflavik, the Eastern Airways, the Jet 2 from Flying. Yeah, no worries, Bob. See you shortly, mate. See you shortly. Well, that's a Jet 2 on stand. Yeah, that could be an interesting route. I always think back to when Primera, you know, their short-lived history, Primera got their A321 Neos and started flights to the States. It would be something that they could do, but it'd be interesting to see if that worked out. We'll see. We'll see. Train spotter, Stephen, welcome to the live stream, mate. Great to have you with us. Mate, no worries, great to have you drop in. So just waiting for our next round of arrivals. Just deliberating what to do at the moment. Jet 2 A321 is ready to go, so he's just about to taxi. Get the Jet 2 going out in just a sec. It is, yes, Ferry Hill it is. the Jet 2. Oh, same, I missed the Thomas Cook A321s, but in all fairness, it is nice to still see them operating for Jet 2. Obviously not in Thomas Cook's livery or anything, but you know, at least they're still. A lot of them were delivered as UK registered 321s, and they've retained their UK register, which is really nice. Thank you very much, Ferry Hill. Cheers, Steve. Appreciate that, mate. Right, the King Air from Aberdeen is on final approach. Then we'll have the Jet 2 from Keflavik in just a second. Here comes the King Air. Land now. You can see that rain coming in as well. Lovely, lovely rain. Jet 2 737 coming in just a second. Yes, that's right, some went Far East. In fact, I think one of them still has a partial Thomas Cook livery. But it's in a bit of a weird livery because it's got ex-Thomas Cook on it and also a bit of Monarch's old livery as well. But yeah. Nice new set of nose wheels there. Give them a few more months and a few more touch and goes. Oh man, I can see that rain heading towards us. No, go away. Oh man. Oh, it wouldn't be so bad if that wind wasn't cold. Right, here goes the Jet 2. See how quick we get airborne. Up and away. It's a Jet 2 away. Next up is going to be an arrival. And then we're going to get to see an empty 737, pardon me, 737 MAX 8 landing from East Midlands. I'll catch you in a bit, Miles. Great to have you on the live stream, mate. Take care of yourself. And thank you so much for joining as a channel member as well, Michael. I really genuinely appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Just further to the incident before, so the Ryanair from Alicante, the medical team arrived before one of the paramedics from the fire service, or first responders I should say, went to the aircraft and attended it on the stand, and now the ambulance is there. The same aircraft, and it hasn't boarded yet, so I presume someone on board must not be well at all, sadly. But if they were well enough to get off, they could get them off and treat them off the aircraft so it could get going. But yeah, the plane's still sitting there. Right, I can hear our next arrival. Next up is Jet 2. It started raining! Ah. Prepare the equipment because it is about to lash it down. Oh man. Oh man. I'm watching this rain get closer and closer and closer. There it is, it's on the Northumberland side of the airport. It's just over toward the north stands. Yeah, it's about to chuck it down. In fact, you can see it just the other side where that Jet 2 is there. Oh man. Here comes the rain, and I said it's very wet. Oh man, look at that. Sweeping across the 07 end, and here it comes here. Joy. Oh joy of joys. It's very lovely. That's what I always wanted.
Heck, it's actually hailstones.
Well, it's definitely not sunny here, I can tell you that.
What the heck? Oh my. Oh, this wasn't forecast. The Met Office lied. They said it was going to be cloudy with chances of showers later in the evening. It's just afternoon. Oh man. Oh dear me. I'm so sorry, camcorder. I hope you forgive me. Don't hold it against me. I did not mean to bring you out in this weather. I do apologise. Well, Dan, if I call it now, the thing is, right, it's a really heavy shower. Just there, there's bright blue sky on the other side of it. It's just, oh, dear me. It's absolutely, oh man. I think what we might do is get this Ascend Airways Max coming into land, and then get the Eastern Airways Embraer, then maybe call it a day. Oh, my face is freezing. Oh. Mamma mia. Right, just 1 second folks, the screen will go blurry. I just need to dry the water droplets off the that, because what we don't want here comes the 73.
was cool. Oh. I cannot feel my face, but that. Oh, you can't ask Dan about Lisbon. That's a sore point. Oh dear, that was cool. Right, next arrival is... oh man. Next is Jet 2. Jet 2 from Faro, then Nice Airways from Amsterdam. Oh, the wind was supposed to get better. Oh, man. As you can see, it's a bit wet. Well, good news is we haven't managed to ruin the equipment yet, so that's good. It was 6 years ago. It was indeed. Yep. The rain's just been through Blythe, but it's now sunny. It's the same here. It was just lashing it down like a minute ago. Oh dear. Yeah, that's the rain we've just had. Thanks, Mr. Weatherman. Jet 2 is established on the ILS. Edinburgh now 06, Glasgow 23. That's the thing, the landing here with a bit of a tailwind. It's a crosswind, but it's a tailwind as well on the 07. I was really surprised when they changed it before. I thought they would have stuck at 2.5 all day, but no. I'll soon be dry-ish. Yeah, cue the word dry-ish. Oh dear. The Max is a training flight, Dan. It's a it's one of the not 2XL, that airline whose name I have completely forgotten because I'm cold. The ones that have G Hoddle. So they... oh, plane. This is the problem, they're coming in really quick, so from landing clearance to actually seeing them, it's just like a few seconds. Apparently they're going to be operating for TUI this summer, so they'll probably end up just getting TUI logos or something on them. What's it called? Ascend Airways? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, they've got a MAX now and should be operating for TUI, hopefully, so it'll be interesting. If anybody has a warm nose and a warm face, could you please swap it, because I am absolutely freezing. Mike Wild, good afternoon, mate. Welcome to the stream. Oh, mamma mia. That was cold. 90 likes, thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much, mate. 10 likes away from 100. There's 110 of you all tuned in, so if you'd like to hit the thumbs up button, folks, that'd be really, really appreciated. Got Eastern Airways operating for KLM, that's just about to land in a minute. That'll be coming in from Amsterdam. So that'll be landing in just a moment. We've got the Ascend Airways 737 MAX that'll be departing shortly, heading to, I think it's heading East Midlands. And make sure to become a member too. Absolutely, Dan. Absolutely. Top man. I'll give you your commission later on, Dan. Amori, yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. It's a worthwhile investment. Oh, Dan, now you're just flattering. I really do appreciate each and every one of you members, all of your support. Genuinely appreciate it. Thank you all so much for all your support. Cannot thank you enough. It's enabled us to get this far and to be able to do, you know, 5-hour plus live streams. So going forward, hopefully even more. So it'll be good. Really good. Quite a few different ones. We had 737s mainly, one A321 on a training flight, and now we have this white 737 MAX which is parked over there, that's on a training flight as well. So yeah, quite a few. It's been good. Ryanair's just requested push and start. They are delayed due to a medical. You can still always watch A321 on playback. Still available to watch on playback. Eastern Airways should be next to land. I'm not going to take my gloves off to look at Flight Radar 24 because my hands are... I can just feel the fingers on my right hand. Right, there's the Ryanair to Alicante finally pushing back. A340 video's out. Happy days, man. Happy days. Got it out in the end. That's good. Eastern Airways is still just on the approach. Corendon Airlines is pushing back as well. So the Corendon Airlines 737 MAX has just pushed back. I need to... I just need to wipe the lens because I've got more droplets from that shower that have just appeared. Plus I need to blow my nose. Not that you needed to know that. Nobody needed to know that. There we go, autofocus. Eastern Airways will be on the approach round about now. Ryanair, ready for taxi. Inside the touchdown zone. Woohoo! Well, they got it. Not going to make Charlie a vacate though. Nice one. Oh well, you'll see it depart in just a second, mate. Great how you on the live stream, James. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Ryanair's just been told to hold position because the runway's just been inspected by the ranger. So just doing a quick runway inspection. Brilliant. Aye, well at least you can check that here. Just wait until they're at maybe 10,000 feet and definitely heading south before you do that though. Make sure. check it out on Flight Radar 24 first. Oh dear. Right, Ryanair is cleared to line up wait on runway 25. Beautiful sound of CFM 56 engines. Lovely. Oh, the sun's come out. Thank goodness. Just been given an amended departure clearance because there is some very bad weather on the departure route, so they've just been clear for that. So the tower has just given them an amended departure clearance. What's that? Up and away aviation services. Interesting. Clear for takeoff, runway 07. Yeah, they go. James, let me be the first to say that the coast is clear. You feel free to go for a pint. Oh dear. Well, that's a Ryanair off to Alicante away. Not Alicante, sorry, Forteventura. Came in from Alicante. Well folks, we've got a little bit of a lull in the movements at the moment. Next arrival is EasyJet from Geneva. Where's the Emirates? Emirates now due in at 4:21. I think unfortunately we're going to miss it, sadly. So we've got all them Jet 2s lined up. First, well, the next wave will be going out very soon. Yeah, it's definitely off to 4. I just looked at that, then realised what I'd said and realised, no, it's definitely off to 4 Ventura, don't worry. Yeah. So we're just waiting for the Synergy Aviation 737-800 to go. We'll be heading off very shortly. That's the Synergy 737 just calling for his clearance now. Now a slot delay. Bob, welcome back, mate. Welcome back, Robert. The Max mustn't have a slot delay because he's just been cleared for engine start. So it's a beacon light on and they are starting their engines ready to go. Quick, engine start complete, and that's him clear to taxi. Well folks, I think we'll get this departing. I think we'll get the EasyJet landing, then we're probably going to call it a day for the live stream. Unfortunately, it'll have to be it. Corendon Airlines is still pinging. Should have departed. When was it supposed to depart? Ah, 2:20 it's due to depart. Oh well, he's fine then. Dear, the Corendon crew just got the wrong call sign for their flight, and the tower just advised them that they had the wrong call sign, and he then just queried it and said, "Are you sure? I think we had the right call sign. Are you sure?" And he's just double checked it and apologised to Dad and said, "No, you're right. We had the wrong call sign." King Air just lining up. And the Corendon has pushed back. 3 days. we have the Send Airways 737 MAX, which is due to go, and the Corendon 737 MAX as well. 2 MAXes. Busy apron there. Lots of Jet 2s. The usual load of daily flights. Ready to taxi. Might be changing runway 25 because the wind has swung around again. Just waiting here. Tower says. You can see there's 80 of you all tuned in this afternoon. Very good afternoon to each and every one of you. It's lovely to have you on the live stream. Just been cleared to taxi, and he's been cleared to taxi to Alpha 1 runway 07, so still 07 for the Logan Air. Okay, Coroner's just been cleared to taxi. Okay, they're not changing runway, still sticking with 07. Here comes a Logan Air as well. The tartan birds.
London.
That's a current and clear for takeoff. folks, the next arrival is going to have to be our last one, I'm afraid. It's going to be EasyJet Switzerland from Geneva. It's just coming up now from Geneva, so it will be too. Clear for takeoff. Same here, Bob, same here. Such a great aircraft. Airborne. Next up is the EasyJet from Geneva. That's probably going to make it our last arrival for the day. EasyJet clear to land. 2 that's just ready to taxi. He's just pushed back from stand 4. He'll be going in a second. Right, let's pan over to the approach for this EasyJet. Watch it land. 010 degrees, 17 knots. Nicely done. Wind has dropped a lot since the last arrival. That was very nicely done. Jet 2 is taxiing to the runway. Edinburgh coming in from Glasgow. Airways 737 MAX is still on its stand, but he hasn't moved yet. He's moving now. Hey. The Ascend Airways Max has just taxied off stand, so he's heading to the runway now. Brilliant. Next up, Ascend Airways Max. It is. It's a regular. I think the owner lives up here, so pretty much based here a lot of the time. Gets around all about the place, but most of the time it's here. Here we go, next Max just about to go. Sam, it is. Unfortunately, it's just that little bit too late for me, so I have to head off shortly. That's the Max airport. KLM, the Eastern Airways Edinburgh is just about to taxi now on the runway. Got that going as well. Airways is going for it. Eastern Airways was rushing along the runway 07 to Logan has been cleared to land first. Oh well. Not to worry. Logan Air down. And Eastern Airways lining up. John, very nice man, very, very nice. Jet 2 is just about on now, and then that's going to be it for us today, unfortunately folks. We're going to have to shoot off. But again, a massive thanks to each and every one of you for your support today, and big welcome to all you dear channel members and our new ones as well. And yeah, we'll try and get another live stream done in the next week as well. Had a fantastic week, and again we hit a massive channel milestone on Monday of 18,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Great to have each and every one of you on board. I hope you enjoyed your snooker. Jet 2 just pushing back from, I think, stand 9. Just over there. Right, here comes the Jet 2. Very nicely. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. I've certainly enjoyed sharing the content. It's been great to have you all on board. That is going to be it for today from here at Newcastle International Airport. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make the Emirates, sadly. We'll try and get it another day when it's less delayed. Again, a big, massive thank you to each and every one of you for your support. We'll catch you on another live stream soon. And thank you all very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now. That is